Hello, welcome back to the 2023 Brunch Spiel. I don't know why it's 2023.
It is.
It is the year.
The first only.
First and only. Yeah. We are back here with, I believe, B and C event action. These teams have lost at least one game. That means, unfortunately, and so. We had some exciting action just a few minutes ago from the A semifinals. Now the A finalists have been determined, and these teams are essentially playing for pride,
and for the honor of playing at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Yeah, going from 8:30 p.m. and playing a couple hours, and then get right back on the ice at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So our feature sheet is sheet B, which is But What About Second Breakfast, a team from the Curling Club of Virginia and Triangle Curling Club, against Team Scebbi. I'm going with Scebbi. We're going with that.
We'll go Scebbi.
From the Mayfield Curling Club. I saw their skip just last week at the Chicago Curling Club. He was also there.
All right.
And I believe he was also here for Embassy Row 2 years ago, perhaps? No, do we have Embassy Row 2 years ago? Maybe it was just...
We had Embassy Row 2 years
ago. Okay. He was here with a team from Columbus.
Maybe we didn't have Embassy
Nick
Row
and Sarah Sanders from Columbus.
Oh, nice.
So we're just getting started here. The usual-ish setup. Couple guards, one yellow rock in the house. The team from Mayfield has hammer this end.
Like he's splitting the house right now.
That is correct. The other games going on, we have over on sheet A is Just Druid. I can't tell where they're. I can look it up.
Oh, wait, I can look it.
Have it open too. Just Druid is from Jersey Pinelands against Krebs Benedict, which I believe is mostly Potomac people, all Potomac people. Then we have over on sheet C, we're going to be watching that game a lot because Lauren's husband Paul and my teammate on Wednesday nights is skipping Omelet You Hit and Roll from the Potomac Curling Club up against Stiemmenwafle from the Bucks County Curling Club up in Pennsylvania. And then finally over on sheet D, it's too far away for me to see.
That one's Stroopwafle. Yeah,
Stroopwafle against Broomies.
Yep.
Broomies is from Broomstones.
It's Broomstones on Broomstones.
Oh, no. Broomstones on Broomstones violence. Hopefully not violence.
2 enter, 1 leave.
Yeah, 2 Broomstone enter, 1 Broomstone leave.
I think
that is actually factually correct because the losers tonight all go home.
Oh, that's true. They do go home. Or maybe they stay and come hang out tomorrow. I don't know.
They may come and heckle the teams tomorrow.
They should.
Yes. They may just stay here all night and because it's Brunch Spiel, so you know there's going to be good food tomorrow.
Yeah.
Had chicken and waffles for dinner tonight.
Chicken and waffles for dinner. We had, it was like hash and all sorts of good eggs and sausage for lunch. And they're whipping up right now a bunch of breakfast casseroles for tomorrow morning.
So Mayfield trying to put another rock in the house, put some pressure on early. They did this in their first game that I was watching part of. Just put a whole bunch of rocks in the house, made the other team have to throw some pressure shots, and they did very well. So it looks like Dave Zimmerman is going to come down and start sweeping. The lazy skip is out here sweeping because they are down to 3 players today. Their usual vice is not available. So Dave is going to give Bobbie a break every so often. Bobbie Todd, their lead, is going to give her a break every so often and come down and sweep some rocks. Not every lazy skip would do that. I wouldn't do that.
I don't think
I'm a lazy skip. I'm an absolutely lazy skip. He also has a knee brace on, so I'm not sure that he really wants to be out there sweeping either. So the usual way that three-person teams work is that each of the first 2 players will throw 3 rocks each, and then the skip throws the last 2. In case you all have not seen such a scenario, it happened to Team Dean this year. Nicholas was out, and it actually caught them once. They had their lead forgot to throw his third rock, and then because he threw his rock out of order, he had to throw the very last rock of the end as well.
Yeah. I mean, famously, Team Guju won, the Briar with 3 people?
Yeah.
When they lost somebody to COVID?
Yeah. Mark Nichols was out due to COVID, and they ran the trophy and set it outside his room after they won.
I think it was also Mark Nichols famous for his love of Tim Hortons donuts, and I believe Tim Hortons had multiple pictures of him delivering donuts to his door with COVID safety precautions so that he wasn't without. Can't leave a curler hungry.
You can't go in withdrawal. He would go in
you go to donut withdrawal.
Yeah.
Like what might happen? Might just ruin his.
He has COVID and he has donut withdrawal.
Geez.
That'd be terrible. Terrible scenario.
Might destroy him forever.
I believe that the Virginia team just threw the wrong color rock.
I do believe.
Because they just hit out a yellow rock with a yellow rock, and so they'll swap that out real quick. No worries there.
Took the other red one down. There they go. That happens.
So now that one red rock that was drawn in earlier behind all that corner guard junk is the shot rock. Which is bad news for Mayfield. They have not a really very good chance at all of getting rid of those guards, and it's very difficult to get to.
I feel like, other than trying to peel, it's just drawing down to that at this point.
Yeah, he's going to peel the one red rock that's kind of poking out a little more than all the others. That could give them a slight chance of getting enough. They might be able to get that inside-out curl that tends to give them enough room to get under it. He's actually changed his mind. He's going to try for the double peel. And he's very close to it.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Oh. Kind of stick and replace there.
Yeah, that was maybe not the best result there. I would have liked that one rock that is still there to be the one that was gone, rather than the outside one. The outside one wasn't probably hurting you that much, so. Dave has to keep reminding himself that he has to come down.
He does, I noticed.
He's like, oh, wait, that's me.
He's helping Bobbie skip, and then he's dashing down the other end. But I think Bobbie's skipping the whole game.
That one overcurled a little bit from what they were trying. All right, so now they're going to try to get rid of another guard. See, if they can open up access to that red rock, then they have a good chance of scoring a bundle.
I think I'd want to avoid nosing this.
Yeah, I think he's on the inside one already, and that's okay.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Just don't jam. Oh, it went across the top of all of them. Wow. That's the rugby-style field goal there, where you're kicking it from the side angle.
Sideways.
Do the banana through there. The red rock is still guarded, unfortunately. So gives second breakfast a chance to see what do you think Dave was going to want to do here, Lauren?
I feel like I would want to. My gut would say, if I'm trying to steal here, that I just want to throw another guard up.
But where are you putting this guard? They have the broom to be going back towards center line.
Yeah, like I think I would prefer something between center and that other tight red guard. Just like try to take a drop path away.
I do agree. It depends on whether you're trying to steal or not. I would be leaning towards getting one in on the left side behind the other guards that are on that side of the sheet. This one looks a little bit light. So if he's going for a guard, he's got a guard.
Yeah. I think it's going to...
But it's not going to be in the house.
Side of the center line. Yep.
I have a feeling he's been, he's been eyeing this one for hoping he was going to get a chance at it.
Yeah. I mean, there was a chance of it at the last one, too. Like, it wasn't fully covered up. It would be for at least 3.
Yeah, they still got a couple shots to go, but if he can get rid of that red, that's the... Even if he just gets rid of the guard, it's
a lot better position.
Putting a lot of pressure on CCVA, Virginia. This is the side of the ice that tends to float a little bit if you set it out. That looks pretty good. That looked like a good delivery.
Ooh, it's curling so much.
Oh, it's close, though. He's right. He's got it right close to the nose.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay, so now they're yellow sitting 2. That was very nice.
That's not bad.
Sitting 2, and both of those ones look like they're pretty well buried as well. It's time for the hero draw.
Uh-huh.
That's the spot that I was pointing out earlier. You get it behind all those other guards, and you're in good shape.
The little top of the 4-foot or something?
Yeah, just draw underneath the guard you just threw. You can go all the way to the back 8, and then you're still forcing them to 1. Good chance of stealing if you're in the fighting the 4-foot, though. Speaking of hero draws, on the right side of your screen there, you see sheet C. Paul's going to have to throw a hero draw here to keep from giving up more than 2. Don't think that he can see quite enough of that double to make it. All right, here goes Dave Zimmerman. You know, I got to say, when you're playing with 3 players, you don't want to kill your sweepers in the first end. And that poor sweepers have been pounding everything end to end for a second breakfast here. He's got to get all the way in. Oh, that was a very nice. And it gets shot rock out of it. So it looks like it could be another run back for Mayfield here.
Yeah, okay, it's in a nice spot. If he tries to hit it, tries a little too hard to hit it, he could just jam it in on his own.
Well, he looks like he might be thinking he can play a little down weight.
I like that better.
This is not, can't see very much of it though. And over on sheet C, Paul Luethy decided to go for the hit, which is hanging. And crashing on the yard. If you are watching this game, you are most likely friends or family of the people who are playing here, I would imagine. So let us know what sheet you're interested in so we can see in the comments who you got. And we'll try to keep you updated. Looks like over on sheet D, we have our first score, 2 points for the Broomies. With their, did they start out with hammer?
They did.
They started out with hammer, so nice deuce to start off the game for them. Big mess over there on sheet A. I'm not even going to try to analyze that at all, other than to say maybe it's a crab shape because it's Crab Benedict, sort of. There's some claws. I don't know. All right. It looks like...
So he just switched from
he changed his mind. He looked back at us like he's telling us to make sure we got the replay queued up. Going for the dramatic shot, I think. Let's see what he's got. He's got the shoes for the dramatics. It's close. It's close. They got to watch out. It's going to snap. There it goes. Pretty close. And
nicely done.
Oh,
that's
did it?
Be
Is
close.
it though?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he made the shot, but I think it jammed.
Did stuff. Yeah.
It may have only. Oh man, that's close. I think it's red still. Tapped on the red one, and they agree it is
there's
red.
The red one.
Worth the shot. It was a good try.
It was a good try.
All right, so they had one for second breakfast in there, and looks like it was 2 yellow, I think. We'll make sure. No, one yellow on sheet A for Crab Benedict. And we had a 3 spot over against Paul. Sorry.
Oof.
I'm going to let you hit and roll. Did not make their hit and roll themselves and gave up the 3 to Stiemmenwafle from Bucks County.
They tried for the run back double. They should have gone for the hit and roll. I don't know where the hit and roll was. It probably wasn't.
There wasn't. I don't think there was a hit and roll. It was. He had to throw the draw, and
so they should have named themselves "I'm gonna let you run it back."
Yeah, something like that. Still early though. Anything can happen. This is a 5 and under event after all. If you have not been paying attention all weekend to this broadcasts, plural, because we've been doing it all weekend. This is a Brunch Spiel tournament for team players with 5 years or fewer experience of curling. So these are relatively new curlers. The fact that these people are playing right now, though, means that I think have they all won a, no. Have they all won a game at least?
Not necessarily, actually. It means they've lost at least one. And some teams have lost both of the games they've played so far. So on sheet B here, the first shot went into the house. They're looking for a guard. So the Mayfield team hit it back out. So Dave Zimmerman's going to ask again, see if he can get a guard up there. Try to get some points.
It worked for them in the first end. We got the guards, and they ended up getting the rock behind the guard that they had and ended up with a steal. Stick with what's working. So, Lauren, I told my family that Paul was in this, and they did not understand how he had only been curling for less than 5 years. Because you have not been curling for less than 5 years.
That's correct. That's correct.
What? How long have you been curling?
8 years, I think. That sounds right.
And Paul just didn't like it.
No, because Paul played hockey.
Paul was a hockey guy.
We converted him, though. He was like, why would you do this curling thing? Like, why are you going to these tournaments? And why are you doing this practice? This is weird. And then he started coming and hanging out, and he realized it wasn't so bad.
Yeah, curlers are good people.
Exactly. And then he started playing.
I don't know anything about hockey players as people, so I'm not going to denigrate them. But curlers are fun people.
Curlers are fun people. And curling is less stinky than hockey.
Usually the only thing you have to worry about is the shoes.
Yeah,
really.
You can wash pretty much everything in the laundry like normal. So I'm a big fan.
Don't have to worry about the big
the gear bags,
pads,
the pads, the helmets. Getting your blades sharpened every several months. So it looked like Virginia missed the draw, the guard second time, so they're trying again for the third time.
Third time's a charm.
I think this time, I wonder if they're going to sweep it under, or maybe they think it's going to guard again.
It goes right back to the same place it was before.
Stuck to the corner of the yellow, though.
Yep.
So not too bad. A little bit harder to hit out.
And as you might notice over on sheet C, the other bonus thing that curling has over hockey, although sometimes hockey is fun, they got great pants. We got great pants over here.
You have great pants. Sheet
Paul
got some great pants.
Paul is wearing his pizza pants,
Yep.
and what was Shawn wearing? Hot
hot
dogs?
dog pants. Yep. He's got the hot dog pants.
And then one of their opponents has some crazy blue swirly pattern on
I was trying to figure out if it was like buildings.
And there's also a tank top, which is a choice.
It's an impressive choice in a curling rink where the air temperature is like 40s, low 40s, usually. Sheet D's got some excellent orange plaid, matching orange plaid pants.
Yeah, they do.
Really putting everyone else to shame, frankly. Like, they showed up. B looking for the draw, caught a little wick off the corner guard. So they land right smack in the center, wide open.
Can't really double those out, though, without removing your own. So
yeah,
that's not a...
It's stuck to the yellow, so...
Not a bad shot. I feel like I'm one of those that take care of what you can for now and then worry about the other ones later.
Yeah.
So the one on the center line is the one that's going to bother you the most, probably. So hit that and roll somewhere.
I don't think you could like rattle the stuck red one enough to get it out without removing the yellow.
He's going to get a little flop, the tiniest of flops. Not quite underneath the yard.
Just slide at the side of the center line.
He also has the knitted Viking helmet over there on B, in addition to his Mario pants.
Excellent. Oh, there's some good pants. Mario. I don't think I've ever seen those before.
So this does set up a more straightforward double. I don't know. He's going to make contact with a couple rocks and might end up sitting two if he hits it just right. Hit that yellow thin, bounce over to your own red, get the other yellow out, and as long as you don't go through...
This is really hanging out here.
He's going to hit his own and get a roll under.
Pop the yellow. Oh, somebody catch the rocks.
Just a hair wider on that one than he wanted to be. He might have been able to get both yellows if he hits the top yellow just first, just barely first. Good chance now for Mayfield to put some real pressure on, though. He can make this hit here and sit two. Dave might be looking for that hero draw again shortly.
Absolutely. Looks pretty good.
They've been keeping this line really straight.
Yeah, I don't think they need to sweep it very much.
As long as the weight's up there,
yeah,
it should be okay. And it is, right on the nose.
Looks like we're going to trade hits a little bit. Virginia's going to hit that rock right back.
This is a good learning experience for 5 and unders, though. Just because the opponent had the broom in a certain spot doesn't mean that's the same spot that you should be putting the broom.
It's true.
Because teams and players throw rocks differently. As it turned out, it was perfect in this case. A little roll away.
Flop.
some players will throw it harder and some players will not. So if you look at where Vinny, he had a shirt called with my cousin Vinny on the back of it the other day, so I'm going to call him Vinny all day now. He has the broom only a couple inches away from the rock, as opposed to where Bobbie was holding her rock for her teammate was about a full rock away from the rock on the hit, this same hit. This time I feel like he might want to try a little harder to get that little roll under. But he's going right for the nose again. And he's got it. Somebody's going to really try for this roll. I feel like they got to try.
Either they're going to try for the roll or they're going to hit their way back out of the house.
Yeah.
To the top, back to the top of the house.
Keep going further and further up. There's no more room.
I guess if Zimmerman keeps moving it up closer and closer, eventually they'll have double in the top rocks.
That's true.
Hopefully he doesn't run out of rocks before that happens.
Is that the famous Japanese wave painting on his pants
it's
over
like
on sheet
style.
C?
It's like that
it
style.
Looks kind of like
art.
that.
Yeah. So it's not buildings, it's waves and palm trees.
Yep.
Those are really cool pants. Good job.
I'm just going to stare at his butt now.
Yeah, I know. Don't be weird. You're making it weird.
All right, Dave coming down. There's got some curl there. Oh, man, it's hooking.
Here. Little roll under.
Little roll. Oh, that's a perfect roll, too.
One. Yeah. Don't stick around under that tight guard. Get it out.
Yeah, you rolled just far enough
yeah.
so that the short run is not as feasible now.
That's a nice spot.
Paul was into some good shape there until they had some shenanigans on that last shot. That's what happens in pretty much any Bonspiel, really.
Yeah,
but
I don't
definitely
think you can call it a 5 and under thing.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily a 5 and under thing. I did that a couple times last week. I had to apologize twice to Canadian opponents because we had some big-time shenanigans.
Good luck shenanigans.
Yeah, good luck. It was, wasn't that lucky. It was just not the shot we called, that's all. All right, let's see what.
So they're looking for a little cornered.
Got it. Yeah, he's got to
here.
hit it on the outside for sure.
Tight. Oh, that looks
it's very tight.
Kind of tight. Kind of tight.
Oh, that's way over curling compared to the other ones that they had been throwing.
I mean, it does. It still gives them. It's still open. It still gives them a little tap back to that red.
Yeah, it didn't roll too far, so he
No.
can still make a tap back. And again, Dave Zimmerman's presented with the quandary of what do you want to do? Force them to one or try for the steal. And if you were trying to force them, you would just draw to the open side, because there's no way he could make a double. But if you're going for the steal, you're either guarding or drawing another one in behind all the junk.
That looks like he's drawing it.
All right. I think he's maybe there he goes. Okay. Now he's ready to throw.
He's
taking his time to
He's
think
thinking
about
it.
how hard he needs to throw this one.
He's on C. Paul's trying to find a little tap back here.
Yeah, he tried it on his first one and was a bit light and over-curled. So that's a good shot from Dave right there. He's sitting 2.
Sitting 2, covering the forefoot up a bit.
Got another decision here.
Not like a clean double.
Yeah, he can't nose it either.
No.
If he noses it, he's not shot.
Nope. You'd have to kind of catch like the
And even if he
corner.
tries to hit the yellow one, I don't think it doesn't curl enough to get it. So it looks like he's going to take his medicine to try the draw. It's got to be a little bit better than full 8-foot. And we'll watch. We're watching all 4 sheets are coming down to the last.
All on their last.
Oh wow, they are all on their actual last rocks.
Except for A, which is on their second to last.
Oh yep, you're right.
Amazing.
So Paul Luethy just let his go over on C, trying to play a double tap back.
Oh, gotta go for mine.
They're holding it out there. Kevin Ames on the broom. They can hit it pretty. Oh.
Oh no. Oh, not the way I thought they were gonna miss that one.
Oh man, that just squeaked through. So over here on B is, I missed what happened on D as well.
So C is 1 red, D I missed.
Oh, B is coming up short, so it's going to be 2 reds.
It's going to be 2 red. B is going to be 2 red. And A is on last rock, right?
They are on last rock and facing 2. Just drew it, trying to find a way in. Not sure what the shot call is.
I'm not sure.
I think if it was me, I'd be throwing a tap back on the one that's on the button because I think it might just curl. Unfortunately for them, it's the wall side, which tends to hang a bit. So I think that's what he's thinking, is that it's not going to curl enough to get, even with just draw weight. No, wait, there it comes. Maybe that is the shot he was calling. He was just get it by. Nope, on the yellow. And it looks like 2 yellows. So that's a 3-0 lead for Crab Benedict.
And that gets us to the 3rd end for all these games.
3-0 lead on sheet B and a 4-0 lead on C. And we'll wait for them to hang the score on D unless you saw it, Dylan. Nope. Okay. As soon as I saw the end of the shot on sheet C, they were already kicking the rocks away on D. So.
Oh, here we go. Oh, no, just kidding. Thought we had it.
Well, yeah, yellow threw the first rock over on T, so it should have been.
Yeah, so it's something yellow.
And a hogged rock over here on B. Get that out of the way early. We even ran the rocks so to kind of break down the pebble a little bit.
Yeah, everyone in the warm room was very interested to see it.
They were fascinated?
Yeah. They weren't
really
expecting it. They were positive. They were.
They apparently
happy.
did it for the draw right before this as well.
Oh,
so
good.
I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily have done it unless they told me to. So the idea there is that it breaks down the pebble a little bit and makes it be up to speed a little bit faster than having to throw an entire ends of rocks down and breaking down the pebble so that it isn't slow. So that's why I'm surprised that there was a hog rock, because you have to throw it light to not make it across when the ice has been purposely sped up. All right, so no rocks in the house yet.
Not yet. Lots of guards.
Lots of guards.
Lots of guards.
Mayfield now trying to draw open after the hogged rock previously. And looks like they maybe over-adjusted a bit. No, it's coming down.
Stick
okay,
around.
there you
He's
go.
gonna stick around.
Just behind the tee. That one didn't curl very much, though.
Right on the tee line. going to look to hit that. It is wide open.
So for everybody tuning in from Broomstones, I have questions for you. Since my son unexpectedly qualified for junior nationals, they played in a qualifier in Triangle. They were expecting more of the very good teams to show up, but many of them from North Dakota and Minnesota and Midwest areas had already qualified through other events. And so they qualified for Junior Nationals, which is being held at Broomstones this year. So if you have any suggestions for what we should do in our downtime at Broomstones, I've been there a couple times. I ran the Boston Marathon, which I vaguely remember. It was painful.
You remember that part?
I remember it was very painful. There were hills. I remember at about halfway, maybe not halfway, about 2/3 of the way through the race, I couldn't actually do my normal fueling and was Dudley Chateau for a classy experience. I don't know if we need classy for the juniors. We need things more like, I don't know, arcades or I don't know, stuff like that. That's me being a junior 20 years ago or something. 30 years ago, Jesus. So yeah, we're gonna try to see what we can do out there.
How long are you out there for?
It's the whole week, April 3rd through the 9th. Look. We did actually do the Freedom Trail when we were there for the marathon. My family did. I didn't do it because I was running a marathon and I wasn't going to walk the Freedom Trail. But they found it very informative, and they're very into historical type things as well. So nice takeout there for second breakfast. Team from Mayfield is really struggling to get any offense going, any offense, as Russ Howard would say. Any offense going. So now he's really got some guards over there they can use. They just got to get underneath them, make this hit and roll. See if they can get something going. Oh, let's see if it's got the juice to get under.
Good.
It is. That's a very nice shot. Very nicely tucked underneath. Didn't really need to get the red out all the way anyway. But did get a little bit too deep, so it gives an opportunity for second breakfast to still get behind the guards and sit in front of there. How's Paul doing over there? Oh, that's not looking good again.
It's looking a lot like it did last end. There's a lot of
red
in
and
the
not
center
much
line.
yellow. Yeah.
Not a lot of yellow.
Well,
some fun shenanigans in the warm room, going into night mode.
Go figure, the 3-year-old is messing with the light switch.
I mean, they are fun lights to play with. I don't blame you.
All right, now finally an opportunity for Mayfield to get something going here. If they can get another rock in the house in front of, I think it looks like they're going in front of those 2 reds in the back of the house.
Yep.
Inviting the jam possibilities if they take out as attempted.
That's swinging hard.
Getting it there.
There they go. There they go.
Oh, just don't go between them. Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
He kind of went between them a little bit there.
That's a shot I'm not entirely sure I could call on purpose.
Nope. Yeah, if you called it, you would not be able to make it.
No.
Oh dear, and they looks like they missed everything of that big
no.
pile over on C. Paul's in big trouble. All right. High risk, high reward here for second breakfast. Still trying to get behind
trying to get that drop.
the guards. Always say it's a great shot if you make it. Just got to curl a little bit. Shot rock.
It's partially covered under the guard.
Yeah, he's going to have to throw the run back again.
Oh, this does look a lot like that first time.
Yeah, it is. This time, if he noses, he has probably has a little bit better situation. Let's see, trying to hold it to nose.
Yep. I think they're gonna
just a little inside. Roll in, get it in, that's good. Not quite. Open it up though. Now second breakfast is gonna be guarding for their life the rest of the end, it looks like.
That looks like it.
I don't know, what do you think? Would you ever try to sit 2 this time? He hasn't tried it in the past. Well, I guess yeah, he did sit 2 last time.
He did.
I'm wrong, of course. This could be the ice for either shot. You could be playing it looks like he's signaling T-line to his teammate. So
maybe
he played the T-line
back?
Split, I think,
Oh, yeah, okay.
Tap yours over to the right a little bit.
I like that shot.
Split the other one. It is one of my favorite shots, honestly.
It's a good one.
If you make a good one, then it's
good.
The problem is that with the rock in the top 8, if you're playing T-line, I don't know if you're going to get as much separation as you would like there to be. You don't want to leave Mayfield a double. Or he's just straight drawing.
I can't. It doesn't.
It's not going to.
It looks lighter than I was. No, it looks okay.
Is he?
It's going to clip it.
It is going to clip it, but there's that double that I was talking about.
Yep.
Didn't even hesitate.
He'll hit something.
Let's see if he looks at us again to get the replay queued up. My only question is where does the red that he's holding his broom at actually end up going if he makes it?
I feel like one of these 2 rocks jams on something.
Well, he's only going to get the nose on on one of them. That just didn't move at all for him. I think he thought it was going to curl a bit. So now, second breakfast is sitting shot. Just by a hair. It's the kind of that danger zone of not a very safe one right now.
He's looking at tapping the red back and over towards that back 8 yellow.
All these games are very closely timed together. They're
Yeah,
playing almost
really
the same pace. get you to the 4-sheet view here shortly.
We're on skip rocks on everybody.
Yeah,
and
skip
we're
rocks.
almost
The
on
A is a little bit slower than everybody else, but
A and C
pretty close.
are on first skips rocks. First set of skips rocks. B and D are on second. So sweeper all over this one pretty early. Looks like he's taking it end to end.
He's been carrying some rocks for him.
He really has.
Gonna get some overtime pay for this. Oh, it's over curling just a bit.
If they can sweep it deep enough, though.
Not quite.
Okay.
No.
So you can cause a little grief that way, anyway.
Just a little bit in his visual, though.
It is. It is. He's
and the
still
way
got to get around it.
The way he put the ice there, okay, there he adjusted a little bit. When he put the ice down originally, I think he was thinking it was going to run straight, and it's in that, funny zone in that center line area where if you put the broom too far over, it's not going to curl at all.
Mm-hmm.
But if you put it on the other side of the center line, it curls much more quickly.
Sweepers have been pretty good, though. I think they can
so
hold
he's
on
got
to
it right about center line is where the broom is. So as long as he doesn't, I'm not going to say anything. I told Paul that Alan McNeil was announcing one of the games earlier, and I told Paul that Alan jinxed him by saying that he could be heavy because he had backing, and I disagreed. It wasn't. The backing was only there if you made the shot.
Oh, no.
And so, of course,
he was heavy.
He was heavy, and he did not use the backing. Sailed right by. So I'm not saying anything about this one. He's let it go on the correct side of center line that I think, but it does still have to curl. He got that same straight spot that he did in the first one. He's trying to curl a bit. He did get it.
Oh,
there it is.
Just enough of it.
And there you go. They're on the board with a deuce. Shaking his head, not the way he was planning to make it, because if he makes the nose on that.
Still got two.
Got rid of the hammer. That's the important thing.
Yeah, sometimes you do got to shake the hammer off.
All right.
Yourself change pace.
Over on sheet C, Paul is in deep doo-doo.
So they tried, and it looks like missed several draws.
Several draws, yep. And over on sheet D, Stieffenhofer got 1, by the way, in the second end. So it is 2-1.
And they're currently sitting.
And they're currently sitting 4. So right now, Broomies is in deep doo-doo. And Crab Benedict's attorneys general. I don't know. I want to say Crabs Benedict.
Crabs.
Because it's Eggs Benedict.
It's Eggs
right?
Benedict.
The plural is on the first part, not the Benedicts.
Crab Benedicts.
Maybe they're traders. I don't know. They are currently sitting 1, maybe 2. The yellow in the back is probably not. Dylan says no. And looking to protect that shot rock. So we'll see how this shakes out.
All right. C, Paul is setting up a corner raise. Yes.
I don't think there's a draw path anywhere.
Yeah,
so he's got to try.
Raise.
He's going way out on ice that nobody throws.
Shot.
And Hammer's coming in on D.
And A. Oh, no, sorry.
It's not
just
Hammer
on D. Just on D.
On D, it's crashing on the center.
No. Oh, ouch.
Oh, just don't tap him in for...
No.
And he tapped him in for 5. Looks like it'll be 5 for Stieffenhofer. And Hammer's still to come on A. Paul's lining up his shot over on C. Trying to play a tap on that corner guard. Does Chuck make Crab Benedicts on Saturdays? I feel like that's a very fussy dish for a Saturday morning breakfast league. All right. Sweeping this one all the way. They just got to get it into the house at least.
Oh, it's over curling. Oh, wait.
Over curling and maybe go
can
through? Oh, it goes straight through?
Sit. Oh, no.
And just too heavy.
Too many.
Oh, they were relying on touching the yellow in some fashion. 4 more for red. Stiemmenwafle is steaming away to a big lead. Hey. Bobbie Todd made a nice draw over here.
She made a beautiful draw. She forced Mayfield to draw to her.
Yep.
And we'll have a score on 8 here in a moment.
Yeah, they're still trying to figure out what the heck they can do.
I don't. I do not.
Looked like
them.
Chuck slightly missed the. Well, I don't know that he missed the guard because he really needed to guard the outside red one.
Yeah.
And I think he did. So now it's very difficult to make it through the hole and tap up your red and stay. There's a lot of angles going on there. If it was Kevin Cooey, maybe you'd play that in off the yellow on the far side all the way flat.
Oh, sure.
Totally there.
Totally there. All day.
There all day. Not so much, though.
Or they'd find some hilarious way to run the center guard straight back and, like, sit forward or something. I don't know.
Which rock is 9th shot? Yep.
Question of the night.
All right, well, the broom is down. Who knows what the shot is?
I mean, is that a corner tap? Go red, red, yellow, kick out the yellow.
I don't know that.
Get the replay, win the day.
Maybe the camera angle is a little bit deceiving, so maybe he can get there for that.
It's also got a slight fisheye, too, so.
Yeah.
Over on B, Virginia putting the pressure on Mayfield. Not backing off.
Yeah, Mayfield had a couple chances to try to draw in and came up short on one, wrecked on the guard on another.
All right, so fair bit of weight on A. I think they're looking for a red, 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 yellow.
I think it's currently on the
yellow. I'm concerned it's on the wrong yellow.
Yep,
oh,
just
bummer.
Dink, dink, no, nothing's going to happen there. All right, Dylan thinks it's only one. They're kicking him away. So I think he's probably right if they kicked him away that fast. Uh-oh. This one's...
Oof.
Bobbie tapping in Mayfield for a second shot. That red is still tough to get to. And Mayfield does not have hammer this end, so don't think he's going to be trying to peel guards this time around. So it looks like he's calling for a draw to the 4. Which, if they... That's what they've been throwing all in. Throw draws, keep throwing draws. Yes, it was a score of 2 yellow. Dylan was wrong. And this one's coming in just a bit too heavy. Back 12. I don't think that Dave Zimmerman still really knows what he wants to do. He was thinking about that last shot quite a bit. But now that Mayfield showed him the line, I think he's thinking, you know what? Putting another one in there is probably a pretty good idea. Plus, they just tried it, so I don't want them to try it again.
Get there before they do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're just not going to talk about GC anymore because...
they flashed a hit.
He flashed a hit.
Yeah.
They're in bad shape.
Yeah.
It's a tough.
A little rough over there.
Sometimes that's the way it goes.
Yep.
Sometimes you're the hammer. Sometimes you're the nail.
I'm trying to think of an appropriate breakfast version of that. I'm coming up short.
They had somebody had a good one earlier where it was when it was coming down to the end. It was where the syrup meets the pancake.
Oh, that was Alan. Yeah, that was really good.
Been holding on that one for a while. There's a, and yeah, that is a pretty good result. Good guard there for second breakfast. There's a minor league announcer for the Fredericksburg Nationals who got a guest spot in one of the ESPN broadcasts because he just like comes up in his spare time with all of the catchphrases for all of the players, or
gosh.
So whatever the name is of the player, he'll come up with something, and I'm not going to be able to come up with something very good. So like Mayfield has Anthony Trapp, and so he might say that Anthony Trapp made the shot, so he said they fell right into his trap or something like that. But it's very like over the top, obscure. He'll reference like Nietzsche or something ridiculous.
Sure.
Sometimes you're the yolk, sometimes you're the shell.
Ooh, there you go.
Another draw, just not quite there for Mayfield. On the plus side, Second Breakfast is also does not have another rock in the house yet. So what do you think now? What do you do now? I mean, if you have hammer, you want to try to score 2. But you also don't want to throw a shot that opens something up for Mayfield to have a chance to get your red that's pretty well ensconced on the 4 foot.
They still have
4 rocks for red
and
3 for yellow.
Right, lots of rocks left. There's still this yellow hanging out on the side of the 8 foot.
Use that as a run back?
They could just get the nose of, but I don't know that I would go to that shot quite yet. Because if you're going to go to it this early, you probably want to get a little roll inside, play a little down weight.
Looks like they're trying to guard that yellow
on the other side, yeah. But this will be some very, very fresh ice out here.
Yeah, you're going to use your sweepers on this one. Sweeper, your single sweeper. Get that lazy skip moving. No,
that's hanging out for a draw.
Yeah, he maybe over-adjusted. No, there it is. It's slowing down quite a bit, but no curl at all.
No, maybe a foot. Huh.
He threw the right adjustment for the weight. He threw it heavy, but it just did not move at all.
Did not move off the line.
All right. Let's see what you got going here, Vinny. Can you throw one just light enough to play the tap on that yellow? And if you don't, you open up that red a bit more.
I think like hack weight?
Yeah, maybe
right
not even that much, just a little less. Just enough to move the red back a bit. Looks like he's calling bumper. Then he went to his butt, which is that less or more than bumper? The bumper was on the hip, and then he touched
bumper up
his
or bumper down?
down, right? Because it's your seat. That's over curling right out of his hand.
Yeah. Move some rocks around.
Oh, and there goes the yellow he was maybe saving for later.
Well, there's a nice little draw path there now. They could guard it. They could draw it. Yeah. That's a great little spot. I like a draw here. That makes a lot of sense. There are other sheets. In keeping with how this entire draw has been going, the other sheets are all right around. Sheet A is slightly, maybe a few rocks behind, but they also had a little extra thinking time at the end of the previous end.
They are playing with, I think all those sheets really are playing with a lot of rocks in play.
They are. They are.
Fairly typical of you're not going to see a lot of blanked ends. Although we saw 2 blanked ends earlier in the A semifinal. Uh-oh, don't make the shot for him.
No. Oh, slow down, Rock. Slow down, Rock.
Okay.
Okay, that's not so bad. That's not so bad.
It took away that angle that maybe Mayfield was hoping to play on their next one. Now is the crux of the question. How aggressive do you want to be? And how much do you want to just make sure, red's only going to get 1 at this point?
Right.
It's pretty good if you're only giving up 1. But then you have to get that darn hammer back. And they have not enjoyed having the hammer much this game.
They haven't.
So it looks like this is the draw / if you're a little light, it's a guard, it's fine. Not quite out as far out as second breakfast's guard, but still possibly in a bit of a slow patch. Again, not curling much out there.
No.
The edge of that sheet is waiting a long time to curl. Well, it's
fighting it for
like I said, it's an effective guard, and maybe if you want to, and they don't do anything about it, you can use it on the next one to go after that red. So Dave Zimmerman's got to worry about it a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm still trying to find where he might want to try to find a second point.
I think
he might have to
think both teams are just happy at this point to leave the status quo in 1 point each. I feel like we should have a brandy old-fashioned ready for Paul when he comes off the ice.
Yeah, it's probably not the worst idea. I'm sure Kevin can make one back there. All right.
It's going even further out than Mayfield was going.
It looked like they were still looking for a guard, like to guard the yellow.
Yeah, and that one's a little bit more inside. It's curling a little bit more. But again, looks like the guard take away that angle raise, maybe?
Covers part of it.
Did it cover enough? I can't tell. Don't think it's there. I really do think you're just kind of giving them the 1 and don't mess it up.
Right. I wonder if they're taking a look at this little corner tap.
Yeah, the yellow that he's kind of going up to now, tap that back.
Yeah, they tried to draw that one earlier.
The problem with that shot is if you hit it on the outside and you throw too heavy or something, then that does open up a draw path that's not there currently. Because if you think about if that yellow rock that he's standing next to is not there, he does have that draw path to the 8-foot on that side.
Does he ever get enough of it to completely remove the red and sit
If he threw that much weight, I would be very surprised. I think you can. It's very tight angle, though. All right, 4-sheet view. Hammers are coming in. Paul Luethy trying to get a point.
Looking for a double here.
Get on the board.
Looking for a double. Looking for a double. Oh,
don't go through.
Don't go through. Please don't go through.
There you go. Get a little flop. Oh, and there you go. He's on the board. Point for Paul, and that's handshakes.
And that's handshakes.
He's had enough.
Paul's had enough for tonight.
He knows when. Right, and a couple more shots. Let's see. Looks like they're down to the last rock over on sheet D as well shortly. 3 rocks left on A. 2 rocks here on our feature. Paul, I think, is probably just going to be happy now that he doesn't have to get up for the 9 a.m. draw tomorrow.
I do think I did hear a few people
It's actually
saying
a good news for his opponent, too, because now they can get some rest. Ha, ha, ha. I'm sure they're just going to... All right, let's see if Vinny has the weight to get this tap. It looks a little bit light, and it's not curling.
I don't think you get it on the outside, right? Oh, that was lighter than I thought it was going to be.
No, that's just coming up short. All right, what do you think that Mr. Zimmerman has now for 2?
If he could nose that rock, he could still nose that rock on the side of the...
I don't know.
Nosing it would be hard.
He ran away from Bobbie. I don't know if she knows what the shot is.
Yeah, because you could hit that yellow on the side of the 8-foot, you could hit, and you're still sitting 2. Maybe. You could probably hit, and you're still sitting 2. But if you don't like that line, and maybe he doesn't like something about that line, then yeah, you don't go after that one. This looks like
he threw it away.
Okay, that's, yeah.
All right, hammer over on D. Let's see what happens here. Bang, bang, and another steal of 2 for Stieffenhofer. So after Brumi scored 2 in the first end, Stieffenhofer comes storming back for an 8-2 lead. And over on A, we still have 3 rocks left. There was 1 for red over on B on our feature sheet, so it's 4-2 now for second breakfast. On A, 3 rocks to go, not quite hammer yet. Red trying to go through a hole.
I thought they were trying to tap the red back.
That was a lot of weight for a tap.
That was a lot of weight.
Red is still sitting 1. They're in the similar situation to what Paul was, though. They trying to score for the first time. And Chuck is trying to slam the door and see if he can get a shutout going here. So closest game right now is our feature sheet. How about that?
And it's a good one. Lots of rocks in play.
Just over the line.
Lots of thinking.
For Bobbie Todd. Narrowly avoiding our second hog rock of the game. Hi, Mindy. We already plugged our juniors. We asked if you scroll back up in the comments, you'll see the comments of what to do in Boston at Broomstones. All right, so that rock made contact with the rock that was over the hog line. And so it's technically in play.
Yes!
In play on the hog line, the rare in play on the hog line shot.
I like those. Over on A, Chuck's draw coming up. Oh, sweeping it hard, sweeping it hard, sweeping it hard. Coming up just a little short.
All right, chance now for Jersey Pinelands to get on the board with a deuce. Play the tap on the red that they just moved around.
Yep, sitting at least 1.
Yeah. And now we're going to have a whole mess of rocks over here on B.
A little pile of guards up top here.
I'm just happy that the 5 and unders have learned that rule, that if the rock is over the hog line and is touched,
is touching,
it's still in play.
Illegal.
Do not move it.
It's such a weird rule to learn the first time.
Yep. And especially if you can keep,
that's out.
Just like the rocks that we had in the house earlier, you can keep going further and further away from the hog line on the wrong side if they keep making contact.
As long as there's a legal rock in there somewhere.
All right, the Jersey Pineland rock on D is coming in. It's gonna look like he has to play the wide angle raise. Okay, did no harm, and got the single point. So he's on the board for just drew it.
That's what's that? 5-1. 5-1 in the fourth.
5-1.
So over on our feature sheet, Bobbie Todd's third shot, looking to draw in. Lots of guards to work with now.
Seems to be the way they like it at this point. They make the guards and then get the rock behind, and
this one is going to clip a guard, though.
yeah, just don't push it in. Oh, it's going at just not quite.
Okay. Corner guard.
It's going at a tangent to the.
Lots of guards. That's in contrast to sheet D, which is a very, very clean house. There's one guard
they have
in
thrown
front.
5 rocks.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. They've thrown the same number of rocks.
Yeah, lots of rocks. A lot fewer guards. All right, somebody's going to draw into the house. It's going to happen. It is not going to happen
be
in
on
this
this
shot,
rock.
though. Maybe there's
Finding
like
that
a
curling
maybe there's
spots.
a magnet right
Yeah.
by the hog line there that's just grabbing all the rocks. All right, draw the other way.
Well, that was the way yellow just tried to draw.
It was,
The
yeah,
one
and
he
they
just
got
said,
sucked
signal.
into the twilight zone over there.
Oh, I don't know if Dave realizes that it's his turn to sweep. There he goes.
He's about
Okay.
to figure it out. Yep, there they go. I would expect if you've been playing, a certain position all weekend. Bobbie's been playing lead. Dave's been skipping, and then trying to switch all of a sudden at one of your last games.
Very, yeah.
Very tricky, and it's
You get in the mindset of,
It's sleepy.
yeah.
But also great to see lots of players out getting a skipping experience. So the cool part with 5 and unders is that somebody under 5 has to skip the team. They can't just rely on other people.
That was my first time skipping. We held the Kaiser mixed 5 and under here, and it wasn't Linda. I got matched with some teammates and skipped absolutely horribly.
Oh no!
But we won a game.
Oh, there you go.
We won a game, but they just threw me in, and I didn't know who I was playing with or how to skip or anything, and learned a lot.
Found a win.
Yeah.
We had I also got put onto a misfit team at the last Kaiser we had here. Kyle Snyder was skipping us, and somehow we made it to the A finals.
Wow, that's impressive.
And I was very impressed. I was impressed with us.
What position did you play?
I was vicing.
You were vicing.
Kyle
Very
was
nice.
skipping, and we had 2 3-month-old curlers as our front end.
Literal
who
babies.
were very, very good and excellent teammates.
Yeah, that's always interesting if you can find the 5 and under curlers who can, even just for leads or seconds, that can throw a hit weight semi-consistently, or as long as you know what they're good at.
Exactly.
And they're good at something.
Yep.
You can call that shot for them. It just helps that as long as they're consistent with something. Oh, that's not great.
Yeah,
If they can
get
get
a
it
little
out.
bit of trouble here.
Yeah, that's the danger when you have all the guards, is you crash on a guard and you tap it. You may be
Especially
tapping
on
one of theirs
not
in.
your guard.
And now he's peeling a guard, which doesn't make the most sense to me.
I don't know that this is, if I were peeling, that this
It's a little
is the
late
one I
in the
would
end
peel.
to be peeling guards. And you're sitting 1. Why not just sit 2? If he makes the roll, it's not bad. Oh, I thought he was going to jam on that moment. So the problem is that it doesn't change the shot for second breakfast. They're going to throw the same thing that they were trying to throw, which was the draw behind the guards.
Yeah. Oh, don't trip on that guard. Oh, gosh.
You forgot you were at the hog line, and there's still a guard on the hog line.
There's still another rock there. Caught it right at the last
Just like those those rocks that don't quite make it all the way through the house that you forget that are
hazards.
there.
I don't like those
Tripping
rocks.
hazards every time.
I like to sweep those rocks out. Unless I really need backing. I'd just rather not them be there. All right, so another draw. It's a little tight. It's a little tight, but I think it's going to be okay. As long as it's got the weight.
Don't seem worried about
It's
it.
got the legs. Yeah, it's
It's
going.
by the guard. Getting it in there. Yep. There you go.
Oh,
Another perfect draw.
What a beaut. Overburied, but above the tee line.
And that's why I was
Oh,
thinking you had to beat him to that spot.
Yeah. Yeah, make him peel something else. Sure. I think I would still try to draw at this point, but
Yeah, I'm not really sure if you peel this one, where does it go after it hits the other red? Because most likely
I think
hitting the other red.
hits the other red, yeah.
Or he can miss it and get the back one. Watch out, watch out. Nope, he did get it. And where does that red go? No, not far enough. Okay. It helps a bit. You can kind of see that red right now from the hack.
I mean, I think they'll have a little corner of it.
Yeah.
But I don't think. I mean, hold on. Let me. If I
He's
lean
not
over
going to leave it for
farther,
very long there. Yeah, don't fall out of your chair.
No. Yeah, so they got like maybe 20% of it. But they also have about a good quarter of that red that bounced around, that red guard up there. Anyway.
Dave Zimmerman's going to work out today.
Yeah, I know, right?
Running back and forth.
Running down, running back, running down, running back. It's a good thing he wore the short sleeve t-shirt for all the running around. You usually don't see skips in cold clothes. She'll bundle up.
Well, that's coming very close to that hogline guard again. Might get the little tick over.
Oh, wow.
And
so that
roll, they're all in a line now.
They are. So
we had a game earlier today that they had 4 rocks that were all on the center line, and they threw a hit, and it was so straight, it hit all 4. Bang, 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 bang. All 4 in a row. It was the noise of it was very satisfying, but I don't think the result was very, it didn't really make any
difference. What they wanted.
It wasn't what they wanted. They were hoping to hit something at least a little bit off the nose. But it was very fun because they were all like just over the like a 1 guard, a 3 guard, in the house, and they all just went bang, 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 bang.
Sheet D is on Skip's Rocks. Is on second Skip's Rocks.
Yep.
We'll have a score there here soon.
2 more to go. Yellow.
And then they're about the same as Sheet B here. About a rock ahead. And then A is just a couple rocks behind them. Sticking pretty close together.
Uh-oh.
So
Looks like there's maybe a burned rock over on A.
Oh, no.
Because they moved some rocks back around.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like he's throwing that down weight.
He's throwing that down weight tap.
Tap.
Right down the center line, which is
it's got a
fun place to throw a rock down.
It's close. Got to curl a bit.
It looks pretty good.
Oh, it's getting close.
It looks pretty good.
Makes it by the guard.
By the second.
Can he move it enough?
Come on, get over there.
He did, right over to the other one.
Rolls
but
open.
Rolled himself wide open. About as good as he could do there. I don't know that you could really do much more. He didn't throw very much weight,
no.
So
you would have had to maybe you get to the guards just a little bit thinner, but you're still going to roll open.
All right. 2 rocks still playing on sheet D.
Last of the yellow rocks on D.
All right, I'm trying to remember what the shots do on this side of the ice. I know if Dave Zimmerman was going to throw the other turn, it would be dead straight. We've seen a lot of rocks go straight.
Yep.
This turn feels like it might curl a bit.
I think so, because
depending on where he lets go.
The peels the 1 or 2 peels that went down this way went fairly straight.
Oh, I know. Yeah. He's got his gripper conveniently stored in his waistband behind his back. I don't know that I could throw a rock like that, but I think he's got to hope it curls now. Should come over a bit. Just don't hit it too thin and you're fine.
Come on.
Might be rolling out.
That's not bad.
It does. It's still going to be a force, I think.
Yep, I think so.
Can't see any of that red from the outside, can you?
I think you can. Hold on. We'll do a little.
Is it worth it, though? I don't think it is.
I don't think it is because you'd have to roll outwards from it.
They're setting up for the draw.
Yeah, you have half of it, but I don't think you actually want to hit it.
All right, so draw to the full 8 foot to narrow the gap again. Let's see.
We have the last shot coming on D as well.
Oh yeah, let's
also a hero draw. So.
Yeah. This one's not so much a hero draw. He's just got to touch the coming up light.
He's got to get well into the 4 foot there.
Sweeper's trying to carry it. No, not happy with that one. Comes up short. Another steal for second breakfast. And sheet D also came up short, right?
Yep, another steal for Stieffenhofer.
And over on A, we got let's see.
We're just on Skip's rocks now.
Yeah. Chuck Briney has 2 to go, and the skip for Jersey Pinelands has 1. But Jersey Pinelands in good shape over there. Currently sitting 2, maybe 3. It was a steal of 1 on D for yellow. I think we got that. All right, Lauren, what do you got going on this year? What other bond spiels are you going to? You just came back from the big spiel in Minnesota.
I just came back from the other big spiel, the really big spiel in Minnesota. It was quite fun.
96 teams, 4 clubs.
96 teams, 4 clubs, 4 days. So much curling, so much beer. They include beer in their ticket.
There was a minimum number of games too, right?
4.
4? Okay.
Mm-hmm. But there was the long side of that draw is very, very long. I think there was some people that could have like 3 games on Saturday, and then if you keep succeeding, you end up with 2 games on Sunday after your 3 games on Saturday.
Definition of succeeding
is winning in that case.
Yeah, it's winning.
Well, so there's 2 definitions of success there. You could win by not playing that many games, or you could win by winning. And then I'm going to the Denver Curling Club Mile High Bonspiel in end of February. And then I don't know after that. I got to find some more Bonspiels. There's a Bourbon Bonspiel in Derby City in March.
Oh, do we have any Derby City people here? We had Rocket City.
We had Rocket City. I don't know that we had any Derby City.
Which is not nearly the same as Derby City.
Turns out they're kind of far apart from each other.
They're not very.
No Derby City this time. That's all right.
What's that? Big Bonspiel? Big Bonspiel in Fairbanks with just a number of teams, Dylan?
So the Fairbanks Bonspiel has been going on for a long time. They have separate men's and women's draws the same weekend. It's a 6-sheet club, so they can support that. There's a minimum of 4 games in the men's draw and 3 games in the women's draw. And it starts Thursday evening and goes through Sunday afternoon.
Sounds
Very
like a
nice.
good spiel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to Fairbanks, you want to have a guarantee of getting a few
Well,
games in.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might find my way over to the men's draw if they get more games. So.
But they also will curl much later through the night than most.
Oh, is it? When did you say it was? It was March. So
It's
it's
the very end of March. It's the weekend after Cherry Blossom, I think.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
So we do have. Do we have openings for the Cherry Blossom before I plug it? I think we still do.
I think we still do. Yeah.
We do have our Cherry Blossom Bonspiel here,
We have a
which
few more openings.
I am playing in. The end of March, maybe not the last week of March. Near the end of March, check our website, curldc.org. We still have openings if you want to come out and curl on this very ice that you're seeing right now. Cherry Blossom is what we call our premier Bonspiel. We're back up to 32 teams this year.
We are.
Our full event. We were down to 24.
We nailed the timing last year, and the Cherry Blossoms were open. So it was awesome.
We've done actually pretty well historically with the cherry blossoms blooming around the time of the Cherry Blossom Bonspiel. So pretty good. Pretty good track area there. Yes, the Potomac spots are full.
Yes.
Out-of-town spots still available.
Which means if you're a Potomac player, get some friends.
Find 3 out-of-town people, and you can still play.
Or if you're 3 out-of-town people, we will find you a 4th.
We will pair you, yes. We will team you up with a 4th person. All right, sheet A Chuck is throwing his hammer in some trouble. Sheet B, our feature sheet, Mayfield finally getting the offense going. Sitting 2, hoping to try to sit 3. A little bit short. That's not terrible.
That's not a bad spot, though. I like it. I know it's not quite what they want, but.
All right, there you see what Chuck Briney is looking at. This is not pretty. He's trying to shoot the gap and hit something and get caught by something else.
I applaud the bold move here.
Let's see if it works out for him, Cotton. Got to keep that one straight, though. Got to keep it off the guard. It is on the guard.
It's very on the guard.
And it's going to move some stuff, though.
What on earth is going on? Oh, my gosh. Did he cut them down to 1?
I think he cut him down to 1 somehow with that shot.
Nice job, Chuck.
I think he cut him down to 1.
I'm not sure if Chuck believes that he just saw either. He just walked back here.
Oh, there you go. Nice shot by Jay over here on our feature sheet.
Oh, way to hero shot that one, Chuck. That was beautiful.
It's a 5 and under Bonspiel. The shot called is not necessarily the shot made, but it works out sometimes. All right, let's see what we got here for Mayfield. We got him trying to make this hit and roll. A little stutter there on the sweep. Think he can come up. No, it's
they gotta
still got to.
No, they got to go on this one. There it is.
Oh, very nice. Right behind the guard.
Sitting 1 covered.
Now second breakfast kind of in a situation they haven't been in before. He's going to have to play this run back. I don't think I've seen them really peeling very much, throwing many big weight takeouts or anything like that. I am going to come right back. I'm parched. Anybody? Pills or pale ale?
Pills. All right, let's see where we're at. Looks like it might be over curling. So they overcurl a bit, they take out the top rock, but they roll over to the side, still in the house, which isn't too bad. Gives them something they can use later if they need it. Mayfield, I think So he's looking at the hit here, which is pretty interesting. He's got his shot rock's wide open in the house, and he's not guarding it. Unless maybe he's planning to hit and roll this rock over a little bit. I'm not sure. But looking to hit this this red rock that just rolled over. Fair bit of weight. Hard sweep on the line. So they will definitely get a roll inside somewhere. Inside and all the way across. But stick around, it looks like. So Virginia's going to look to trade the hit here and hit the shot rock of Mayfield in the top 4 foot. It's a great nose hit with a little tiny rollover. Do a little bit of hit trading, I think, like we were a few ends ago. This one popped out a little bit wide. I don't know if it's going to curl back over quite enough. So yellow hit the shot rock. So Mayfield didn't guard their shot rock. They hit the corner rock, and then they peeled all the way over to the top side of the 12 foot. And then they hit that one, and then Mayfield missed that one. So now I think they're guarding that one because it is shot.
Gotcha. I'm back.
You're back. I had to catch my co-commentator up. Yep.
I have bad news for Broomies fans.
Yeah, there's a
not
mess
looking great over there on sheet D again.
Still
a few more rocks to go, but Stieffenhofer looks like they're currently sitting 3. And Broomies is looking perplexed. Yeah, that's what they're looking at. It's not very good.
There is though.
Is there?
Could you not draw on the left side?
There is a red guard over there. It depends. I haven't seen too many rocks. Okay, sheet B, feature sheet.
Little tick over here. Not bad. Move their shot rock under cover a bit, but could open themselves up to a double.
Yeah, you just gotta hit it a little bit thin. Broomy's lining up some shenanigans. Not shenanigans unless it's really bad.
I don't think shenanigans.
They're just hoping that something will ricochet into something and that something good will happen. But if they just make a double peel, they're okay with that as well. That is a bit inside.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh.
And missed. Only got rid of 1.
If they're not drawing over there, I'm sure they have a very good reason for not drawing over there.
All the way.
Maybe you just
like I said, I hadn't seen any draws over there, so I don't know if it's just not curling enough or if that red rock is in fact blocking a draw path. All right, this one's a bit wide. They I think they're gonna have to play this plan B slash and jammed on their own. That's not great.
Just out a little too wide. Yeah, just going to guard that back up.
I think, honestly, Dave Zimmerman is wishing he had more things to think about, so he had a little more of a rest. He seems to know exactly what he wants to do every time and just runs back down there.
He runs almost faster than he tells Bobbie.
Stieffenhofer, yeah, guarded up that shot. That I think that Brumi was trying to maybe have a shot at promoting. Still not looking to that other side for a draw possibility. So they must just not think it's there.
They must not. It must be a bad line.
And Dave Zimmerman made his shot pretty much exactly where he was planning to. Very little for Mayfield to do here. Because if they know, it's like,
I mean, Red's
very like a back 8 weight tap back on the red. That's on the forfeit.
I think that's the most he can do because
got to squeeze through everything though.
Yeah.
Hammer is also coming over on sheet D.
They are looking for a
tap tap.
Tap tap tap.
No, it's only
just a 2-tap.
Yellow into red.
Oh, it's that red stuck on that yellow just a little bit.
Yeah.
But they're not. If they're not hitting it too hard, it should be all right. That line's coming over pretty tight.
The line is looking good, actually.
Come on.
It's pretty close. It makes contact with the red.
There we go.
Oh,
come on.
Oh, it did take a little juice off of it because it hit the yellow a bit. Cut him down to 1, but that is going to be a 10.
We have a message. We have a message from Virginia. They'd like to say hi, Matt. They miss you a lot. They wish you were here, or you're getting well.
That is their missing vice.
That is their missing vice. Yes, they wish you were here. They miss you.
Well, the weight is looking close. They really got to get this one to curl a bit. That was, and he cut him down to 1 on our feature sheet, I believe.
1?
No, 2 red, looks like. We did have handshakes. Stieffenhofer took 1 more on sheet D to take a 10-2 victory over Brumies.
So Stieffenhofer wins the 9 a.m. game.
Wins.
And Brumies wins
your definition
not
of
the 9 a.m.
success.
game.
Yep. And it looks like they may be measuring. No, they are not. It looked like it was a score of 2 for second breakfast.
Oh, wow.
And, there was almost an indication of.
Looks like we're going to have a team conference here.
Yeah. Whenever the skip is down at the throwing end, at the end of an end.
Beginning of an end. Oh, it's the very end of an end. Yeah.
They're talking about it. Do you want to throw? It is 7-2. If you're not having fun, then you can always quit. And it looks like they're just going to throw some more.
All right.
Try to end on a high note
Absolutely.
is another way.
There we go. Yeah, that's what Jay just said. That's what we came here for.
Came here to play. They know it's their last game. They don't have a flight out tonight. I don't know. Would you fly out of Cleveland if you're from Mayfield? It's not that far.
I don't think so. I feel like
6-ish hours?
I feel like the hassle for the airport is what makes it not worth it.
Yeah.
You'll spend more time getting into the airport and then getting out of the airport and getting a rental car. And I just drive.
The consolation prize tomorrow is that Mindy is bringing scones.
That sounds like a good reason to be here.
Yeah. I mean, that is always the consolation. If you still have to play, you get to eat more of the food if you're here. We will update you on sheet A. Well, it's just showing the overhead. Dylan popped in there on me. Currently, just underneath the scoreboard there is a red rock, so that yellow is protected by multiple guards.
Oh, yeah,
so,
and it's got 3 more guards
yep.
you can't see. Yep.
So Crab Benedict has hammer in this end, sitting 1 with a 3-point lead. And it looks like just Druid and Jersey Pinelands is going to try, I skeptically say, because it is the wall side, to draw in towards that yellow. I don't know that it's going to curl that much.
I'm concerned about it coming off the wall that much.
I don't know what he has that's any better, though.
Right, totally agree. Yeah, so the 3 guards you're seeing on the screen, there's 4 more guards ahead of those.
Yeah. Sweeper's going to have to watch out for the side
the actual
beams.
Wall. Yeah. Oh, I've hit my shoulder on those. They really don't move. They're very sturdy.
Well, he did, I guess, maybe block the draw path if that was the shot. It barely made it over the hog line because it's so frosty out there on that wall side. It was 50 degrees here today, and that's the wall side that faces the outside of the building.
Yeah, it gets a little warm on that side.
The wall side on sheet D is against the hockey rink, so theoretically close to the same temperature, I guess, as our rink.
I think so. I mean, hockey ice is like a little bit warmer than our ice. The advantage to hanging out in the hockey rink, though, as someone who has been to a lot of hockey games, is they often have heat for the fans. So you can
Near
go
the
sit
stands,
in the for the fans in the stands. So you can go sit in the stands and be nice and toasty warm. Even though it's like, 40 degrees, but it actually feels like 65. It's wonderful. I think if we did that in here, though, our ice techs would kill us because it would melt the ice. So
we're not going to do that, no. We
it would
did
not
have
help with the curling.
Some time ago when shortly after I first started, I think it's we have a commemorative program over there on the wall, 2006 or 7. We held mixed nationals here.
Oh, yeah.
And we did actually wheel in some of the metal bleachers for the final. So you could sit on the ice and absolutely freeze your butt off.
Yeah, that would be cold.
It was metal bleachers, and it was in our ice shed, and you couldn't really, you were right next to the action, but you were also very, very cold.
Oh, yeah.
I don't recall. I think people would go out there for an end or two and then decide that is a terrible idea.
I'd have to do that, bring a giant blanket and cocoon myself in it, and then shut
electric
penguin
hand
waddle,
warmers
penguin
or something.
waddle out to the ice.
All right.
Yeah, good draw. Stones in play. Not as many guards this time around. So this will be interesting. There's this little wall forming in the back of the house.
Yeah, that's good for Mayfield.
It is good for Mayfield. But it looks like Virginia's going to peel this. Bobbie Todd's calling for a peel on this top rock. Makes sense.
Okay.
All right. A is
there
also,
we go.
yeah.
She had me confused with the handle she was holding out there, and she was on the wrong side of the rock. And on A, we're playing a double run back to try to get rid of that yellow rock that we saw earlier.
I think it's going to over-curl.
Yeah, not going to help anything. Don't rub
It's not going to hurt anything either. I don't think. Nope, I don't think. And they peel the yellow, but then they leave the red. Over on sheet B here. So I'm expecting Mayfield to, that's fine, either use it or...
I would use it. What happened to him last time when they didn't use it?
Exactly.
They got stuck because Second Breakfast made a draw behind the guards and before they did. You always,
I think
not always,
no.
but if you have a choice, beating them to the spot is a good shot.
Especially when you're looking for a few points.
Definitely, it's not bad if he sits in the top 8 in his second shot, though. Got to get it in there for second shot, though. Nope, he is not second shot. All right, so 5-point lead.
Yeah. I think I'm trying to hit the
The
yellow
other
shot.
team was almost shaking.
Yeah,
so just don't give up more than 2.
No, I think I'm trying to hit the yellow shot, and if I over curl, I'm peeling mine, which is also great. Because I really don't want it up there anymore. All right, we have last shot over on A. Chuck is throwing.
Trying to draw for
draw?
2. Yep.
Yes.
And again,
Sweeper's
don't make
not on
this
it.
shot.
Yeah. Hoping they're on the yellow.
Uh-oh. No,
No, it's fine. So they bump a red. Doesn't hurt them.
1 point for Crab Benedicts.
Crab Benedicts.
Uh-oh.
Maybe the crabs
This is
are
not
the
looking good
triggers.
for Virginia here. A little bit outside. It's the wrong way to miss that one. And does jam it. I think the way to miss that one was the way you said, is if you touch the guard. That's the way to miss it.
It gives you another
It's
shot
one of
at
those
it.
things that if you are a 5 and under curler, though, you really need your skip to remind you of that a lot of times. You may not even know.
Right.
At the same time, you also don't want to necessarily put it in their head. Hey,
No, you never
miss it.
Yeah, I always try to avoid thinking about the miss, at least as the last thing I think about, because then I'm just going to throw the miss as the shot. And that's never what anyone needs.
Yeah, you don't want to miss the miss.
No, I don't want to miss the miss. I also don't necessarily want to, yeah. Just think about the shot. Maybe broom it a little tight.
Yeah,
So,
I definitely do that a lot. I broom things a certain way, thinking that, the miss is to miss it tight or whatever it is.
So
Oh,
Mayfield
another one
taking advantage.
behind
They're
the
going to
tee.
draw. But yeah, to the back. Oof, just to the back of the back four.
Really, really tempting for second breakfast to
Tempting
throw
to
that draw in
too.
there. They've been really good at this all game.
They have.
Making these draws and just absolutely killing the ends.
Looks like they're going to swap sides of the ice, though, so they're not going to
Yeah.
follow it exactly down.
I do think you're right, though. If you just saw the line that they just threw,
Yeah, I just follow
you
that
throw this, you know where the broom goes. You know the weight he just threw. And he's going to prove me wrong and just throw it perfect, I'm sure.
He's going to nail it anyway, so. Oh, we shouldn't say that. We're announcer curse.
Oh, dang it. Sorry.
Sorry, Jay.
Oh, sorry. He threw it tight. Darn
our
it.
fault. This is
my
our fault.
fault.
Well, but if he... I was wondering if does it swing far enough to actually effectively start choking that draw line off? Which that's not too bad
now
either.
Mayfield's going the way that they were going to go. Although, did he pay attention enough to where the broom was put and where the broom was actually thrown?
Yeah, so
the rock was actually thrown.
He's added
he
more
did
ice
throw
than it
more.
was put.
Yeah, he put the broom down further out than Bobbie had hers for Jay's shot. And this looks like it is a better line than the previous one. It's not curling. The other one curled right out of Jay's hand.
Curled right away, yeah.
This is actually pretty tight, though, still. Got to get it by that guard. Just
Nicely
by.
swept.
Sitting
Right
three.
to the top four.
Could be the start of the comeback. Who knows?
All right, and Bobbie's going to ask for them to follow that one.
Yeah, it pays. This is why they pay the skips the big bucks.
The big bucks.
$0. He moved the broom back in though from the previous shot.
Yeah, but that was
Slightly.
back. That was back where it was.
That was back where it was
she
for
had it the
Jay's
first
shot.
time, yep.
Yeah. So maybe he's just thinking, okay, he didn't hit the broom, so I'm going to hit the broom and make it perfect. Just a little nervous about this one.
I'm nervous about that guard with how close the last rock was to it.
He's got more weight on this one for
does.
sure. You can draw all the way to that back 4-foot one, though. Well, that's still on the yellow. It's got a curl.
Oh, wow.
There it goes.
They kind of need the yellow now. Uh-oh.
Oh, he missed it,
Oh, no.
and he missed the back one,
no.
too. Oh, no. Oh, okay, well.
Weirdly, it manages to cut them down to 2.
Cut them down to 2 for now.
So if you can't
That was
take
just
your
a lot
plan
of
A
weight.
and your plan
Yeah.
B, at least you can take your plan, like, E.
I don't think that was a plan at all.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. I don't think he accounted for that. There was a lot of chunk back there he could throw into, but just threw that one heavier. Much heavier than Jay threw his, for sure.
I think they're throwing that. No, wait. Maybe? Draw again? Looks
Yeah,
like
I think
Jay's
you just
drawing
want to just want to be half open on the center line, out counting that red that just was thrown.
Yep.
You got to get more than 2 here. You really, like, this is your chance to score a bunch.
All right.
Did get out there a bit further than the other ones,
Lots of sweeping.
but they're sweeping like it's light again.
Lots of sweeping.
That's definitely light again. I think
It
you
is,
should just
it
drop
is.
it, guys. Not going to get there. Does plug the hole.
It does. It does. I'm still setting 2. And they have that corner 12 rock is still open as well.
Yeah, you know what you can do with that?
Lots of stuff.
Run it right back onto that red.
Right.
And you may get 5 if you make that shot. All right, so
Unless Dave Zimmerman says, wait a second, I don't like that yellow rock.
yeah, 5 points all of a sudden is a tie. Maybe let's not give him that shot. Do you want to just take that one out yourself, or you're just going for the gusto, trying to make that draw again? But it is going to be a different draw path this time than what you've been throwing, because that yellow is much further over. So the line is going to have to adjust. You're going to have to go out a little bit further. You haven't thrown out that far yet.
Nope.
It's the first time Dave's really had to think really hard about this one. So it looked like he signaled
that
to
was
just,
for-
throw the tight guard along the draw path that Mayfield will have to throw on their last.
It should also block off.
And if you
Part of
cover
that
half,
tap.
you cover
Yeah.
half of the yellow. It kind of accomplishes both, yeah. So definitely the last rock he threw, he was middle of the 8-foot. Now he's middle of the 12. That is, probably the right adjustment. He just is not going to throw nearly as much weight as the last one. That last one was all the way through the house, basically.
Yeah.
Just got to be patient with this one and let it curl a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to want to hang for a while out on this side. There it starts to come.
Yeah, it is going to be an effective guard.
That's a great spot.
May have just over curled enough
For the tap back.
for that tap.
Yep, that's what they're looking at next.
Yeah, the angle, the way he put that broom down for the angle is he wants to throw enough to get rid of that red in the back and hope that his shooter stays to get 5. I'm not going to say anything.
Don't say anything here.
Yeah.
Don't say anything here.
This is a good shot call, though.
Let it happen. Let it happen.
As long as he's throwing the correct amount of weight, like you don't need to kill this, like go crazy. You throw back line to hack.
I would say even anywhere from a hack up to bumper is going to do this.
You really only need to move that red. Well, you need to move it out of the 12 foot.
3 feet. Yep. Yeah. It's got to go 3 feet.
I like that weight, but he's a little tight.
Yeah.
Trying to get it past.
They're holding it. Ooh, they're holding on to it. Oh,
no,
just come on.
Get it. Oh, redirect. No.
Just clip the guard.
Okay. Very dramatic, but only a score of 2. So will that be enough? Probably not. So that leaves them down 7-4.
Without.
Tough task ahead to steal 3 points. Dave Zimmerman definitely thanking his lucky stars for that. He wiped it, did the phew sign to us. Closer than he would have liked after being firmly in control for most of this game, really. Still 4 rocks to go over on sheet A. As you can see from the overhead, there are a couple guards that are not in view on the side of the, I guess it's the right side of the sheet as you're looking at the house. So that red and yellow are fully buried underneath a bunch of junk. So Chuck's trying to just draw into the 4 foot. He's been pretty darn good at these shots over the weekend. I watched a couple of his wins earlier this weekend. He was making these all day, and that one's just a bit light. So
Virginia throwing their first one away.
Yep. Dave's just thinking he doesn't want any kind of silly catchers for anything that he wants to. Yeah, anything he wants to get rid of. He doesn't have any catchers. What do you think? Is there any way for what's that? Yeah, so we are running up on the time limits. Don't think that sheet A is going to be able to get any more.
Oh, this is their last end.
This may be their last end, and they only have 2 rocks left, so don't think they're going to quite be able to catch up. Assuming that our timing is correct. We're going to keep playing, and like we were saying about Team Mayfield, is try to end on a good note.
Absolutely. I mean, the last game for half of these teams, so you might as well have a good time with it.
Bobbie's coming closer to that card than I thought she would. Yeah. She was just throwing through and almost made this wacky tick shot with about 1,000,000 miles an hour of heat on it. It did hit 10:30 on the clock, so it should be the last end for all these teams. Mayfield in good shape, though, now with 2 guards that...
Yeah, 2 good center guards.
Second breath is going to have to deal with at some point. Very important for them to see if they can get this one in.
Got to get this one tucked under.
Tried to sweep that one to make sure it got by the guard, and now it's just got to sit down. And they will take it. Pretty good, just behind the tee line.
That's all right.
Now Dave's going to start peeling some guards. 3 guard zone is now over. If Bobbie throws basically the same weight that she's been throwing on her throw-throughs, Should be good to
and
go.
just takes the ice in, you know, 6 inches.
Yeah.
It'd be perfect. That does it. Oh, it's curling hard though. Oh wow.
Yeah, she didn't throw as much weight as him.
Yeah, that was
Funny how that works.
Was
Yeah.
a rocket. It's hard sometimes.
Well, yeah,
sometimes I feel like you gotta think
when
about
you're throwing through and you don't have to worry about what
no,
the line
exactly.
is, you just
exactly. There's that
huck it.
there's that not think part of curling, or if you think less, sometimes you curl better. So the last rock here on A.
Yeah, it was a draw
And
attempt for 2 is going to
looks
look a
a
little
little
bit heavy. But they are going to get their single point. Oh, just didn't miss the backing by a hair. Just Druid's going to get a single point, and that should be the end of the game as Chuck points over to the clock. And now Mayfield trying to draw another one in. This is looking really good as well.
It does look really good.
Even better than the first
one. I
one.
wouldn't even touch it. I would just let it sit down where it's going to sit down. Yeah, that's a great rock. Top the tee line, right on the button.
Oh, he did check on the timing. And I think Christine gave them permission to play another end. Not entirely sure.
It looks like they're setting up to play again.
Yeah, they're kicking the rocks into the corner, so that would be silly if they were. All right, so Jay is peeling a guard this time successfully, although he nudged it into the house.
Oh, no.
That was
crazy.
Almost guaranteed to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
If he hit it at that angle.
Yeah.
So now
so Mayfield's
Mayfield's sitting the 3 that they need, and it's just going to be hard to guard 3 rocks when you only have a single rock of your own in the way. Because when Second Breakfast peels the guard, there's a big target in the house for it to go into. This one's looking a bit heavy and outside. As long as if it stays in, and maybe it's not awful.
Yeah, if it stays in, I don't think it's too bad.
All right, well, 4 rocks now. 4 yellows sitting in the house. Dave is playing on the shot rock, which he can make the double on this. Yeah, that's the main thing. The main thing that I'm worried about is trying to get rid of more than one at a time.
You kind of have to, yeah.
So if he throws this and hits the nose, that is a fantastic shot. If he's on the outside of it and only gets rid of 1. Oh, it's the lazy handle, so that's going to cut hard. There it goes. Get the top one at least. Okay. Got the top one. That's what I was thinking, was that the top double was maybe the... Wow, that one spun back by a... Did you see how much that one spun back?
It was like...
It was a full rock almost out and then spun... Wow.
All right, I think you're in a must guard situation now. Or at least must put something else on top of the house.
The line is better on this one.
It is. And the weight looks better, too. Doesn't look as hot.
I think you just don't want to leave him the nose again. So I would drop it right now. Because it doesn't need to be deep. Oh, that picked.
That was
oh,
a
no.
pick.
Yeah, that picked and went sideways.
Too, yeah.
Yeah, he left him the nose
Dave's
again,
try
though.
That double again.
Oh.
A little more ace this time, though.
That was, I mean, that was...
That was rough.
Yeah, that looked like a pretty decent guard, and then all of a sudden, really just went sideways on that on the pick. He put more ice for this one, but he threw. Oh no, he threw it wider.
That rock is hanging out.
Threw it wider. He's got to make sure he gets the back one at least.
It's gonna be close. I think he's got it though.
He got the back one. Okay. So again, Mayfield has to score 3, and now they are down to 2 rocks in the house. with 2 rocks to play. I don't know that you can choose to fool around much here. I think you have to get your 3rd one in.
I think you have to.
And I would think it would be a quarter over the center line on the 8-foot.
I think if you can.
Because you just want to you don't want to leave that double that he was just trying wide open. And you also don't want to leave a double with the shot that you're throwing. No doubles.
No doubles. Ooh, Super's on it really hard.
It's not the end of the world if it's a guard, but it's got to come
as long as they
over.
let it curl, which is struggling to do.
Yeah, that's.
Just
You really needed to throw that at least so that Dave is thinking maybe I need to peel the guard. But he still has the same line that he's been trying to throw for the past 3 shots. You make one of them go away and you get the win.
Yep. That guard kind of mucks with your draw path, too.
It's a very visual, visually not great to see even just both those guards.
Yeah.
It frames it up so that you know I got to go through them. But you also worry that you're going to hit one of them. You got to through them. Don't hit either of them. Don't be wide. Don't be tight.
Of course, when you're trying to miss the port, you'll nail it.
All right, let's see what Dave's got here. Oh, he turned that one.
He did. He pulled that one in.
He is going to
It's
clear
on
the
top
guard. All right, so Mayfield with another chance.
All right.
Not dead yet.
No, if they can draw for 3, they go to Skip's Rocks with a tie.
Got to be out counting that red rock that is in the 12-foot.
Is that half of the 12-foot? Yeah, half the 12-foot. Okay.
Maybe a little more than half.
But drawing to backing, so he's got.
Yeah, but if he draws to the backing, then they.
Well, not halfway.
No, I mean, if he draws into the pile of yellows, it just gives him a bigger target.
Yep, exactly.
This is the one where you kind of have to hope he put it full 12, and then for somehow he has to jam it on your red.
Yeah.
Maybe you get lucky. It's got to be in though. Got to be counting. They're not touching this one this time.
This looks like it's got some heat. Oh nope, there they go.
They got it. They got it. It's
There
there.
it goes. Ooh, there it goes.
Oh, it picked
go,
again.
Go, 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 go. Gotta go hard. Oh, no. I think it does it.
I think he got it.
I think it does it.
Yeah, I think he got it. Even with the
wacky
the camera angle not being the ideal.
So Dave has to hit something that's yellow.
Yeah, it was unfortunately if it hadn't picked, I think it was in that exact spot where if you try to get rid of it, it may end up jamming at an angle on the red. Now I don't think, even if he over curls, I don't think it ever jams. Still got to make the shot. That's all you can do.
Yep, got to make the shot.
Two ends ago, Mayfield never thought they were going to make second breakfast actually throw their last shot. So making them throw their last shot, they got to make it. Oh, Jay was on the wrong side of that rock trying to sweep it.
Just got to hit one of them, though.
Uh-oh. Don't jam.
Oh, don't jam. Oh, oh.
Oh, he just over the top. Oh, my goodness. Almost jammed, but not quite.
Great game, right to the
Victory
end.
for second breakfast. Came down to the last rock. Well played. So, second breakfast rewarded with that 9 a.m. scone call from Mindy. Still in it, but they still have to win in order to make a final, correct?
Correct.
Yep.
Yep, the 9 a.m.
But-
games are the B and C semifinals.
So they're still in it. They got a chance. They'll play again tomorrow. The last game on the ice is over here on sheet A. Almost said D.
So there's the
Crab
3 rocks you
Benedict's
see in the
sitting
house.
3.
Yep.
I think they're just at this point throwing him back. Don't know that red has 3 rocks left. All of them have to count. And unless they pull out a miracle, Crab Benedict's is also going to be playing tomorrow. It is Shot Rock.
All right. And it's hard to tell. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is
It's Shot
kind
Rock.
of covered. No, it's Shot
No.
Rock, and it's also got a little long yellow
maybe.
guard. Maybe, maybe not. I can't quite tell at the angle.
It's the angle that worries you though. See where Chuck has to put his broom.
Well, so that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah, I don't
it's
know
not,
that I
it might
put it
not
that
be,
far.
It might not be fully covered, but because you're fighting with the wall, it's not. You don't have as much room
not-
to get
yeah,
around that
you
guard
don't
as
have
you
a lot
think
of
you do. Because you got to play pretty close to it. I think it's gettable, but I don't think it's an easy shot. Got a curl, got a curl. I think they got to stay off of it. It's just getting sucked out to the wall there. It's a tricky spot.
And going by a fair amount. Guess what they're going to do now? Put another one in the same spot.
I think they're going to put another one in. I like that.
Unfortunately for them, they do feel like they have, I don't know. There's a lot of yellow promotable ones on the other side. But, hey,
But if you're
look
trying
at
to
the
get
difference in
points-
where he put his broom. And this
Yeah.
is supposed to be a draw compared to where Chuck put his broom. No, you guys
for a
can see
hit.
it. For a hit. He put it a good 6 inches inside of where the previous rock was. So still going to make the shots, though.
It will curl off the wall once it slows down. But it'll mess with you the whole time when you're in the house because you won't think it's going to curl.
It's
This is
very wide
I don't know
and
if you
light.
can sweep this. Yeah, you have to sweep for weight, but that messes with the line sometimes.
And it's still got to outcount
got it.
all 3 of the yellows.
And it's going to do it.
And it is not going to.
Not gonna do it. It's a good try.
So there you go. That is handshakes. It should be handshakes, Chuck. Chuck didn't turn around. They don't have enough rocks. You don't even have to throw.
I think it's the Just Drew It would have to concede.
Well, the vice for Just Drew It started to turn around to concede,
Oh.
and then Chuck didn't look at him.
Oh no.
It's okay. Chuck is making the correct decision and not throwing anywhere near the red rock anyway.
Right.
Which is the correct decision. We had a lot of waffle winners today. All the breakfast themed teams
Oh yeah.
ended up winning, except for Paul.
Oh.
Paul had a breakfast themed team name, but they did not end up.
They didn't eat
winning.
enough breakfast.
We had Stiemmenwafle from Bucks County win on sheet C. We had Stroopwafle win on sheet D over Broomies. Crab Benedict's on their way to a victory here, and second breakfast won on our feature sheet B. So there you go. If you come to a Bonspiel and it has a theme, pick a theme that is the team name that is associated with the theme, and you're guaranteed victory.
Absolutely.
And if you don't win, tell them Brian said you won anyway.
My sample size is 1 of 1. It's obviously true. So Chuck's just got kind of a cluster mess closing off that side of the sheet.
So remind me, Lauren, Jersey
Sure.
Pinelands is arena.
They
ice.
are.
Okay.
They
So I do not
are
blame them
arena.
for wanting to get more time on our wonderful ice.
I never blame anyone, especially when this is your last
No,
game.
and it's
Yeah,
it's you know it's your
finish
last
it out.
game.
Finish, all the way to the end. Finish straight through. I'm all for it. Yeah, they got a wonderful crew over there. It's them and the Diamond State Curling Club over that way. Diamond State in Delaware, Jersey Pinelands, Pinelands. But the two arena clubs over here is what my brain was tying together.
Yeah, no, that's Diamond State is Delaware,
Diamond State is Delaware. Jersey Pinelands is
and they're not
easier because Jersey.
physically that far away from each other.
No, that's
either.
why I
Jersey
was-
Pineland is in southern Jersey,
Yes.
not far from Philadelphia, as I recall. The other side of the river-ish. Diamond State plays in Wilmington, right? Which is also just south of Philadelphia. Not
That
far.
sounds right. I know we have a few folks who will come play here who also play at Diamond State.
Which is crazy to me. But
I don't know, though. Some people drive from
And-
Virginia, and it takes 2 hours. I think that
it never actually
might-
touched the wall
I say,
somehow.
I don't know if it's actually going to bonk the wall. If they sweep it, it might get second shot, just for honor
Nope,
points
not
at this
quite.
point.
Not quite.
I'm gonna
but
go for honor points.
that was the
There's
most
handshakes.
amazing, never touched
I
the wall
know.
shot that I've seen in quite
It
a
was
while.
like there was a
now.
little force field along the wall. It just never touched
I thought
it.
it was going to. All right, so that wraps it up for us. That was Trapp Benedict with a victory. Thanks for tuning in. We'll actually, Lauren and Dylan, I think, are all back tomorrow for the finals at noon.
Noon? 12:30? Noon? Noon.
Noon-ish.
Noon
Let's
for
go with
pipe-
noon-ish
noon-ish,
because we
we'll
do
do
have
piping.
semifinals at 9 a.m.
Yep.
And we
Noonish.
will have pipers here, I believe,
Yeah.
to start off the festivities. So catch up with us then for all of our finals.